All right. What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back, as usual, to another live stream. How are we all doing today? How are we doing today? What a loaded question. What am I talking about? This is gonna be like the third, fourth live stream in like, I don't know, 36 hours. So we're definitely going right now, ladies and gents. We are going, and I'll tell you what, so is Bitcoin. So this is looking very, very exciting. Shout out to those of you that are tuning in. I don't know how this live stream is going to go because I have just been pounding the algorithm with videos today. And I don't know if we're going to get pushed out, but any help you guys can do engaging with the live stream will go a very, very long way. So as you are coming in, make sure to smash up those likes and let me know what's up. As usual, give me a audio visual check. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me how you're feeling. I gotta finish off my protein shake, man. I still haven't finished off my protein shake. We got Damiano. Did I say your name? Damiano from Antarctica. Apparently, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you're watching from Antarctica right now. But if you are, that is very, very cool. What's up, Phil? How you doing, man? Good to see you in another live stream here. $89,000. That's, oh, you're on a cruise ship. Okay, well, fair enough then. You actually are at Antarctica. Well, in that case, how is it? Because I want to go, and I'd love to know if it's any good. So definitely let me know. Ladies and gents, as you are coming in, do me a favor and smash them up a little bit. I think we're having some trouble right now getting pushed out. Not sure exactly why, but I'm sure we'll be able to get over it in just a minute. What's up, Juan? How you doing? It's cold? I bet it's cold. I bet it's cold. And where did you go from? Are you going from South Africa, Australia, Drake's Passage? How you getting to Antarctica? These are great times. I know, right? They are. They are. They're really, really good times in this market right now. We're up at $88,800. Bitcoin topped out at 89,666, which is peculiar. And Bitcoin loves these numbers, doesn't it? I mean, its previous all-time high was 69,420. It always goes for interesting numbers. Let's put it that way. It always goes for interesting numbers. So that's cool. So thank you all for tuning in today. We're just waiting for a couple of people to come in, and then we're going to start diving into things. So tell me how you're feeling. Tell me where you're watching from today. We got one of our viewers from Antarctica. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Bitcoin's dominance is doing okay. We're seeing Bitcoin's dominance pick up a little bit of steam again. Some further losses in the altcoin market. I think some of those losses are being recovered just a little bit right now. We're having Cardano fall down to macro support, so that is interesting. That is very, very interesting. It's already down there, so that's going to be a zone that I think some people are probably going to be interested in buying. We got Oklahoma City in the house. What's up? One of my good friends from Oklahoma City. You guys have got a cool state. I want to check your state out at some point. Gotta go check it out. On the beaches of Costa Rica, hell yeah, that is sick. That's what we like. On the beaches of a tropical island, why not? That sounds like a Bitcoin vibe to me. Forget the gallons of lotion, boys. With all this money, we're chick magnets. Yeah, but we're also crypto bros, so we gotta stick to the lotion. You know the deal, bro. Let's not try and act like we're gonna get actual real women. No way. We're in crypto, fam. We don't want real women. We want Japanese waifu pillows. That's what we want. We're crypto boys, ladies and gents. Just the gents, actually, I guess. This is crazy. What happens to the late 2025 top everyone called for? Do we just go even higher or a long-ass bear market until 2030? I don't think it's either of those. I think that actually we're probably going to have a slower bull run overall. And that's probably going to mean much, much, much more summertime, basically, for the altcoins. Help me out with the algorithm here, guys. I've been pummeling the algorithm today. We've been posting so much content on this YouTube channel, and I think that YouTube's just kind of getting a little bit confused, not sure what to push. So if you guys can smash up those likes, that'd be amazing. Thank you all very much. If you can't, don't want to, that's obviously totally understandable. King Salami is up $16,000 today. So shout out to King Salami. That is sick. $16,000 in one day. In one day. Wow. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. You must feel great. You must be feeling absolutely great. I love that. We love that. Just saw your Ethereum video. Yeah, that was a good video, man. That was a good video. I made a bunch of altcoin videos as promised, and we published the big kind of overview video. A lot of you guys have watched that, and obviously, yeah, there are the altcoins as well, which are super interesting. You know, that I've kind of made it, you know, their own kind of analysis videos for. They're all in that playlist right now for you to view, if you are interested. You can just yeah, I mean, it's there. In fact, I'll show you how to get it, but obviously we're live right now, so maybe you want to watch this live stream. I don't know, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but yeah, you might have certain priorities, and you might want to actually focus a little bit more on alts. Maybe you're deeper in alts, so this is the video for you. And then obviously linked in the description of that video, you're going to find the playlist to the rest of the coins. This is Ethereum. The rest of the coins are not publicly viewable, so you got to click on that playlist to watch it. Shout out to Dadzilla saying he's just smashed the alt playlist. Great stuff. Thank you very much, Dadzilla. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a good playlist. There's a good like hour of content in there. You just kind of play it and, you know, go for a drive or whatever. It doesn't matter. And yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be quite happy with that. I'm reading Pirate Money, a book you recommended so far, really enjoying it. I have not recommended a book called Pirate Money. You might have me mistaken. I've never heard of that book, actually. Will Bitcoin crash before 100K? Do you know what's crazy, bro? Do you know what's crazy is that Bitcoin right now to get to 100K is like, it's like a 12% pump away. Look at that. It's a fucking 13% pump away. I can't, hang on. We need to say that again. Bitcoin is a 13%, 1-3. Well, that's 0-3. It's a 1-3% pump away from reaching $100,000. That is fucking with my head a little bit. That is messing with my head a little bit, I'll be honest. You know, and we are very, very close. We are very, very close. Smash up the likes for that, ladies and gents, if you want to see Bitcoin setting some new highs during this live stream. Shout out to Selector Sam with a beautiful comment. I love how stoic and normal you are about this. Dude, you know what? I posted a tweet about this because it hit home with me so hard. You know, the strangeness of what's going on. The strange thing is I feel exactly the same right now as I did when Bitcoin was trading at $8,000. And it's true. I just don't have the same level of emotional investment in this market right now, despite, I mean, everybody is at an all-time high, right? I mean, unless you're deep in altcoins, but, you know, we've been talking about why that's a bad idea for, you know, I mean, for a long time, for 2 years, you know, since all the altcoins have been dying. You know, everybody's at an all-time high, and yet I personally do not feel, do not feel that happy. I mean, I'm happy for you guys, but, like me, myself, when I look at kind of where I'm at, I didn't feel happy. Maybe a little bit like, fuck, we should be higher by now. I think there was a little bit of that. But that's always going to be there, right? I mean, you know, if that's not there, then, you know, you're probably a couple of steps away from losing a lot of money. That's my experience, you know, and I don't have that, like, little feeling, no matter what, of, you know, like, come on, Sammy, you could have done better. If I don't have that feeling, typically that's, you know, that has directly, you know, correlated with losses that are about to come in. So I like to stay a little bit humble these days. I wish I was you. Awesome, bro. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, dude. Can I continuously short during this bull run, like short at 90K and then short at 95 and then short at 100 and then short at 105? I mean, yeah, of course you can. Who's stopping you, bro? Like, go for it. You're a great analyst too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's why why we follow you. You keep us from getting out. Yeah, I mean, look, we don't want to get excited. I think there's a big discussion to be had here, and we're gonna come back to the charts here in just a second. But let me know, guys. Is everything looking fine on your side? Because on my side there is. Oh no, it's fine on my side too. Smash up the like so far as you are coming in, ladies and gents. I see the lag as well. Yeah, like that's what I was talking about. Like I don't know what's up with this. I'm getting a little bit of lag on my side. But anyway, let me do this. I gotta talk to you guys about something. There's a really important principle we've got to keep in mind here in these markets, and it is about emotional investment, right? I mean, we really don't want to be feeling. And by the way, we've just gotten the daily close. That was a couple of minutes ago. And we now have the fear and greed rating for today, and it's sitting at 80. So this is strange. Obviously, I think I would have expected a bigger reading than this. I think I can understand why it's not as high, and I think it's because we don't have retail interest yet. We've been looking at the Google Trends data for a little bit, so I'm not going to go over that again, but we've been looking at the Google Trends data, and clearly, we are in a situation where we haven't gotten widespread retail interest yet. And that could be a very strong indication that, we're kind of just getting started. That's what everybody is saying, and I actually agree. I fully agree. So I think that's pretty damn bullish. That's super, super exciting. Bitcoin is about to hit $90,000, I posted here, and then I wrote below. I had to type that shit out to help me believe that statement, because that is crazy. But let me tell you what, guys. This is a big deal, and thank you all for smashing up those likes. I want to see if we can push this thing above 100 likes. I don't have too long on this live stream today, but hopefully we can see an all-time high before we go off. But what I think is really, really important is separating yourself now. I'm telling you this now because we're at the beginning of, quite crazy blue sky territory breakout, kind of price action. It's about really removing your emotions from the market. A big deal, and I've been telling this to traders that I've worked with directly, traders that I haven't worked with directly, but that kind of bought my course or whatever over the years. One of the big things that I've said constantly to people close and here on YouTube is you do not want to feel any emotion when you're trading these markets. I mean, it depends on what your objective is. If you're here to have a good time, or if you're here to enjoy yourself, if you're here to laugh and smile, if you're here to be a human, then rock on, do whatever you like. But out of all the things you could do, if you chose to trade or invest because you want money as a primary objective, then you really can't have space for emotion. And the reason for that is if you have the ability to see a $90,000 Bitcoin and get excited, and I gotta make this very, very clear, ladies and gents, what you see from me on camera is not the same person that I am in real life in terms of my excitement levels. I love being on YouTube. I love getting behind the microphone. I love talking shit, and pissing off XRP army holders. I love pissing off crypto holders that are stuck in meme coins and bcash or whatever. I like being me. I like, being a little bit of a degenerate every now and then and whatever. But off camera, when it comes to my trading, when it comes to my investing, you won't even hear me speak. You certainly sure as fuck won't see me smile. You're not going to see me smile. And it also means that when Bitcoin is crashing down to $15,000, like it did in 2022, you're not going to see me get scared. You're not going to see me get upset. You're not going to see me changing my strategy, right? You're going to see incredible consistency at $15,000, at $150,000, at $90,000, like where we are right now. It's not going to be different. It hasn't been different since 2018 when I decided to start trading properly. And from that point, I had always stuck to it. You see, if you have space to feel these kind of emotions, then you have space to feel negative emotions too, okay? If you can feel happy today, then you will feel sad tomorrow. And if you're going to feel sad tomorrow, your decision making will be fucked. It's that simple. It is that simple, ladies and gents. Smash up the likes for that. That's all it is. If you can feel happy today, you will feel scared and upset tomorrow. And we really don't want to be there. We really don't want to be subject to those kind of emotions, because if we are here to make money as opposed to feel happy emotions, then we need to maximize the good actions and minimize things that can kind of take us off track. It's such a big deal. It's so important. So I really had to get that across. I don't know if it's landing with anybody or with everybody, but I know that it's probably been useful for at least somebody here, and that makes me happy, because that's important. Solana has managed to get above its resistance, which is crazy. Solana is now probably heading up to its all-time high at $260. So we'll see how that goes for Solana here. I think that back tests are now going to look very interesting if Solana manages to produce any of them, because you've got a pretty nice support level here, but it's weak. I wouldn't expect much from it at 210. The reason I'm saying it's weak is because there's just not a lot of price history that really kind of confirmed the validity of this support level, and I don't think we've ever actually found support off this level either, so that would be a first too. Obviously, I think the better zone of support is going to be down here at like 170, but we're getting far away from that now. I mean, that's going to be a 20% drop to get back down there, but from our all-time high to get down there, that's going to be a 33. I obviously think that those kind of drops are possible. I mean, Solana pulls off these kind of drops within bull markets all the time. I mean, look at this. This is a 45% drop. You know, this is a 37. Solana does this within bull markets, so, you know, we're really not worried about that. But it's about kind of seeing when that stuff happens, because, you know, if you're in Solana now, great, but you can't do anything more. You can just kind of wait and make more money, which is brilliant. But you know, if it's not enough and you want even more money, then, you know, naturally you might be looking at kind of opportunities where it might drop down, because, you know, that's where it starts becoming possible to buy these coins again at interesting levels and speculate a little bit. So I think that's going to be super interesting. Obviously, those of you that want to trade these markets, you can get free money to trade with when you start using these links below. You know, just depending on what you trade with when you use these links, they're going to give you more money for free, and any profits are going to be used to withdraw. So check them out if you're not from a restricted region. Thanks to those of you who are showing this video some love. Let's get this thing above 100 likes right here. Do appreciate you guys talking about that in the comment section too. We got a couple of altcoin requests. We're going to look through that in a little bit. Jose is saying that retail will lose because they are the emotional ones who will get wrecked. Always, bro. That is always the case. Matthew is saying, wow, an 80 reading on the Fear and Greed Index is lower than I would expect. It looks like Bitcoin will easily go over 100K. It does from that particular perspective, and I think the reason that I'm kind of agreeing with that is primarily because we've got now, you know, I mean, very little, you know, outside retail interest. We've seen Coinbase, for example, go, and I haven't actually confirmed this, but we've seen Coinbase go from like position 480 on the Apple App Store to 75, something like that. So it's not quite at number one, which it did reach many times during bull markets when retail was here, but it is, you know, it is picking up a little bit. So I think that really says a lot. I think there are going to be some pretty easy signs when we reach kind of retail euphoria. Last bull cycle, might I remind you, that everybody who became very rich in crypto, it felt like, was buying NFTs and monkey pictures for like fucking $5 million or whatever. You know, so reckless, you know, investments and reckless spending, you know, becomes the norm, you know, in late stage bull markets. And we're obviously not there yet. You know, right now it's just everybody is congratulating themselves and congratulating each other, which is, yeah, that's fantastic. That's okay. Is my target 100K? No, I don't have a target. I don't do targets. The reason I don't do targets is because I got no idea, man. I got no idea where we're going to go. I got no way of measuring it. Like I said, I don't use fib extensions. That's the only way that I know of that you can kind of extrapolate a target. Somebody asked me why I don't use fib extensions, and it's just because I never really learned them. And then when I tried, I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt, you know, the thing about fibs, we're getting really into the theory of why I like and dislike certain tools. We never really talk about it on this channel because I try and keep things a little bit more, you know, accessible in terms of information. But let's talk about it. The thing about fib levels is that they're kind of relevant everywhere, you know? Like, it's a little bit like, I don't know, man. Like, you can kind of draw a line anywhere and you can make a case for it. And I felt that was even more so the case above, you know, with Fibonacci extensions. I am talking out of my ass here. I'm the guy that doesn't use fib extensions, okay? And I know that the Fibonacci sequence is one of the most powerful sequences ever in, the history of physics and the future of physics too. But it's just not something I've meshed with. And most importantly, above all of that, I don't need it. I don't need it because it doesn't matter to me where the market goes on the upside. It doesn't. I don't care. I'm more interested in the pullbacks because that's where I can make the money. So I think that's going to be important. Obviously, if we bring it over to Twitter here, I want to take a look at a little bit of kind of what's going on in the crypto space right now here on Twitter. We've got a lot of exuberance, a lot of targets being hit, just $400 away from the first 10K candle in history. That is insane. And if we actually look at this, because the daily candle has now closed, we can actually analyze the daily candle. This is, probably going to be one of the biggest daily candles of Bitcoin ever. Where if we measure it basically from the open to the close, this was an $8,500 candle in one day. And again, I was just showing you a tweet where I said I remember when Bitcoin was at $8,000. It was only at $8,000 what in 2019, 2020, wasn't it? It was in 2020 it was at $8,000. So that's only 4 years ago. It wasn't actually that long. And now Bitcoin's 10 times higher. So first of all, that's fucking insane. Let's just get that out of the way. But second of all, so close to 100 likes, guys. Let's pump them up. Smash them up if you haven't done so already. Push this thing over 100. I love you all. Appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, first time that that's ever happened, as far as I know. Let's actually go ahead and kind of check that. But incredibly, incredibly impressive price action today. Let's take a look at this one. I'm just curious. That was a $6,000 candle. Yeah, we're not really seeing candles that are anywhere near this big. I mean, maybe on a sell-off, maybe wick, but with wicks, we've seen crazier stuff than this, right? I mean, this was a $15,000 wick. That's fucking insane, man. $15,000 in one day. And the price wasn't even that high. I mean, we're talking about 42K down to 30K. This wasn't like a 10% fluctuation. No, this was, Bitcoin crashed by 33% in one day. So that is quite intense. Look at this one here. This one's huge as well. This was a $12,000 candle from wick to wick. But in terms of kind of candles opening and closing, this is one of the biggest we've ever seen. And it just sets the market up for such a bullish stance here. I mean, when I was saying to you guys yesterday or the day before that we are kind of clearly restarting that parabola, it looks undeniably true now that we are back in a parabolic situation here, parabolic price action. So I mean, the nature of a parabolic chart is it just gets crazier and crazier every single day. This is very, very fast, but that's what we knew would happen, right? We knew that if you consolidate for 7 to 8 months, you're gonna get an explosive breakout. We got the back test of it. I mean, fucking hell, you couldn't have gotten more signs. You really couldn't have gotten more signs, that this thing was gonna pop, and that's why we were so certain of it. On this YouTube channel, those of you that were subscribed are going to be very, very familiar with all of these ideas that we're talking about in this live stream right now. Is it part of market manipulation? I don't think so. I mean, I think that the price suppression was definitely market manipulation. The fact that Bitcoin couldn't break out sooner, I think that was market manipulation. Obviously, the same thing was happening on gold, and I was talking to you guys about that with gold, right? If you take a look at this big green box here, this is the same situation as Bitcoin. Imagine that this is Bitcoin's $69,000 high. We do a bunch of random shit in the middle, and then we come back up, but we just kind of consolidate at the top. And I was explaining to you guys that this is the most bullish thing that gold can do, and eventually it is going to pop, and when it pops, it's going to be very, very strong. And the reason I was telling you it'd be very, very strong, this is not me like putting my balls out on the line and being a little bit uncertain about these predictions. No, this is like the reason I'm able to tell you this with such certainty every time I talk about it is because we're just looking at psychology, right? Like it's very logical. It's not even like prediction based or probability based. Of course, there's an element of both involved in what I'm saying, but most of it is just logic. I'm just following the logic here. If the price wants to explode higher and it's recovered and it's taken, in Bitcoin's case 2 years, in gold's case 10 to 15 years, and then it's gotten back up to its all-time high and it just keeps getting rejected at that all-time high, clearly, you and I both know this. We can just, cut through the bullshit. We both understand that if you're seeing a situation like this, there's a lot of residual demand, and as soon as those gold bars that want to be sold get sold, as soon as all of that supply which wants to be sold at the all-time high is gone, the only thing you're left with is buying demand. right? In a really, really strong environment, in a really strong fundamental picture, where the real life activity of the asset is very positive. Yeah, same for gold, same for Bitcoin. And so with all of that in mind, I think this is a very, very strong indication here, ladies and gents, that we could be looking at, a very, very explosive continuation here for Bitcoin. We've already seen it begin. We've seen it happen with gold. We've seen it happen with Bitcoin now. And it's incredibly logical. Again, this is why I can be so certain of it, because we just understand that if there's price suppression, i.e. manipulation, then when the manipulation stops, you still, it's like nature. It's actually very, very similar to nature. It's just human psychology, so it is nature. But, in this case, we're looking at it with squiggly lines and charts. But it's still just human nature, and at that point, it means nature. Because, with real mother nature, humans, we can fight it a little bit. We can prevent adverse weather, or we can I don't know, tame a river a little bit. We can mess with our environment, and we can do stuff and bend the earth around our finger and around our will, but eventually nature always takes it back. You just can't fight these prevailing forces. You can try and you can limit yourself, but you just won't be able to fight it. You're gonna lose eventually, every single time. And I think that's what I think that's what happens in these markets. I really do. I mean, it's been happening. Sometimes I make statements like this, and then people just outright tell me this is false, and I'm like, well, you're on the wrong side of history 100% of the time. If you disagree with me right now, and you might think that this time is different because you're on the wrong side of history, but I'm not here to be somebody that's a prophecist, like making prophecies and stuff like that. Prophet. I'm not here to be a prophet. That's the word. I'm not here to be somebody that's kind of making big claims that are like everything's gonna be like crazy now. No, I'm just here to be like, look, the trend is the trend. I don't care about being emotionally involved in this shit. I got a dog that I want to walk. I'm literally not interested. There's something else on my mind. I'm just looking at the facts, and beyond that, I don't really care. B Trader is asking, do I only trade or do I have spot positions as well? Yeah, man. So both. I trade and I've got my spot, and I'm very, very happy with that split. Art P is saying, I don't sleep at night. I don't know when the drop will come. I earned how much I earned. I'll buy again at the bottom. Good stuff, man. Fair enough. I think a little manipulation pullback and then 90k tomorrow. Yeah, that would make sense. 90k tomorrow would be very, very interesting. Let's actually bring it back to the Bitcoin chart here. We're at three likes away from the all-time high. I'm sorry, from 100 likes. So 2 likes away now. So if you want to be the magical numbers, smash them up. But yeah, let's bring it back to Bitcoin here. Take a little bit of a closer look. We're seeing a little bit of a pullback right now. We've managed to top out at $89,000, just pulling back a little bit right now. We're finding support seemingly in random areas, just basically where we consolidate a little bit. So that's interesting. We got a lot of talk about Chronos right now, crypto.com tokens. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what's going on here. Let's look at probably the KuCoin chart would be the best one to look at. And I mean, yeah, Chronos is up by quite a bit. Is this the same coin actually? Chronos, crypto coin. It is this crypto.com. It is the same, right? Yeah, I'm not tripping, right? I'm not tripping. Someone told me I'm not tripping. I think I'm right. But anyway, I'm sticking to it. It is, of course, the same chart. Oh, come on. Now I'm going crazy. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, CRO have the stakes, like 80% of holders are staked. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. No, I mean, yeah, CRO is looking good. CRO is like Binance Coin, right? I mean, if the industry is good, then crypto.com is good. So I think that this is a pretty clear, repeat of what we've seen with Binance Coin before. Just obviously, since crypto.com is much smaller, it can run a lot further than Binance Coin, so that's interesting. We got a comment saying that it can still do a 5x from here, and yeah, I mean, absolutely. From what I'm seeing, it could easily, to get to that all-time high, that's a 4.4 times gain away. So that'd be, I mean, I don't know about easily, but yeah, if this thing starts running, it'd probably just go quickly. It'd probably go very, very quickly. So yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. Retail, buy at 100k, Sammy. I just want to walk Ghost. You got it, Jose. That is literally it. Like, I mean, I'm just not invested in this. I mean, I'm literally fully invested in this, but like emotionally or with excitement, nah, fuck that, man. I got other things to do. I got my orders. They're making me money. I got my trade still open. I've literally never seen more profit than this in my life in terms of percent. This is just absolutely crazy. Let me take a look at where this shit is right now, because these numbers just don't even make sense anymore, man. Take a look at this. Let's pull this up real quick. We're looking at on Bybit. Let's take a look at what the deal is here, man, because this is just crazy now, man. Like the amount of profits here. Whoa, 3,000%. Yeah, I gotta take a screenshot of that, immortalize that, because that is crazy. 3,000% profit. I'll show you this in just a sec. I'm just creaming over my own Bybit account right now. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Take a look at this, guys. And obviously, if you're looking for a place to trade, these trades that I'm talking about, they're made right here on Bybit. Look at that. Look at that. That is 3,000% on my Bitcoin trade. Like I said, put in about 100 grand, and so far I'm up 235. I don't know. I'm bad at math. It doesn't matter. That's my Bitcoin position. My TRX position is sitting at 1,150%, so that's cool too. How do I? There you go. Super, super cool stuff. Obviously, sometimes people are like, this guy's like got a screenshot, but clearly not. This is like an edited screenshot. This is clearly a live interface. So absolutely amazing stuff, ladies and gents. And of course, if you are interested in trading these markets, then those trades I showed you were right here on Bybit, where you're going to get up to 30k in free money to trade with. Any profits you make are going to be yours to keep. And Blowfin's got even more aggressive offers, so they're well worth checking out. If you like the idea of a little bit of free cash to trade with, check them out. If you're not from a restricted region, you'll be able to use them. But if it's against the law, then obviously you can't do that in your country. But yeah, really, really, really good stuff there. Super excited. We're seeing Bitcoin's dominance pick up a little bit right now. Very, very little bit, but it has started to just move up here. And Bitcoin itself is in a very small recovery here, so that's also interesting. What is my opinion on DOT? Man, DOT's been really bad over this market cycle. It looks like it's woken up a little bit today. It's just, a lot of these coins are in bad positions now because they've rallied up so much, but now they're facing heavy resistance. And I think that's actually why we're probably seeing Bitcoin's dominance coming up a little bit. Sammy smashing it. Good luck. Thank you very much, Sean. Appreciate it, dude. I think that's why we're now seeing a little bit more of an uptick in Bitcoin's dominance. It's because a lot of these altcoins have now ran out of steam. You got to keep in mind, it's a big deal to rally like these coins have from its low to its high within like 2 days. Polkadot is up by 50%. So that's going to be a lot of bullish energy, and it's finite, right? Like you can only go on for until you go parabolic and these coins just start ripping, like this right here. Before all of that shit happens, you're in a more normal market environment because we're not there yet, at that absolute rip, and I still don't think that's coming anytime soon. And so, you will start to see markets get a little bit exhausted as they approach these kind of resistance levels now. And it looks like DOT is there. And it looks so much like DOT is there that actually, as I'm saying all of this, I've started to become interested in shorting this market. And I just want to see if that's even possible. I mean, I don't really take short positions in... what the hell? I don't really take short positions in bull markets. And I don't typically take short positions as often. Well, to be fair, I haven't been able to take a short position since we bottomed because we've been in an uptrend and I've been long the whole time. But yeah, I mean, for a little scalp, have a little bit of fun, it can be okay. It can be okay. That's the key word. But probably, stop loss I'd consider around over there. That's 6.168. And then obviously, yeah, I mean, you target the downside, really, wouldn't you? Or at least you target here. Yeah, $5 at least. And it's not a good risk to reward. It's not. It's 13% upside. From current price, it's even worse. It's really bad from current price. So, but I'll tell you what, it's actually easier to set a stop loss if you enter at current price because then your stop loss is probably just going to be looking to get set above that prior high. Because if we get above that prior high, then the position's not interesting anymore. So it's okay. It's not good. It's 1.6. I don't like it. But I can understand why some people might kind of be looking at some shorts here, because I just don't see them running yet. Look, they could, and then I would be so wrong. I'd be so wrong. Well, actually, I wouldn't be that wrong, because I was still correct about my overall prediction, that Bitcoin hits 60% dominance. That's now complete. The annoying thing is that when you make a prediction for so long and then you're correct about it, when you are proven correct, it's not that exciting anymore. And so, it's just what it is. But I mean, those of you that have kind of been around for a while, you've seen just how accurate we've been here. So smash up the likes for that if you do enjoy this kind of content for that. Let's push this thing above 200. We're sitting at 133 likes. If you're enjoying this stream so far, smash it up. Push this thing above 200. Do I think that Ethereum is going to drop for a better long? All coins, I think, are going to drop for a better long. I just don't know when. And the problem is that they could actually rise significantly higher before they pull back. And so put it this way, like right now, the logical pullback for Ethereum might be here at about 2,900. But if Ethereum gets all the way up here, then the logical pullback might just be here at 3.6. And that's kind of the problem that, a lot of you guys are going to be running into moving forward. Not just you guys, obviously, but a lot of crypto are going to be running into moving forward. And there's a lot of different schools of thought about how to deal with this. Me personally, I'm just going to wait for a pullback to happen. Whether it happens here or higher, I don't know. And there's not much use in speculating on whether it's going to happen now or not. But what I'm more interested in is being prepared if it does happen. Because if it does happen, then I would be actually very, very interested in buying at some of those lower levels. So it's one of those things, Chris, where, if it happens, it's going to be great to kind of get in the market. But because it would be so good, you got to keep this in mind, because these pullbacks would be so good to go long, we're not getting them because everybody wants to do the same thing. Everybody's got the same idea. And this is the reason that I told you that short position is interesting, because when everybody wants to go long off a support level, we're just not going to get that support level. It's not going to get down that low. And that's what we've seen characterized in this entire trend so far, is that Bitcoin, if we really zoom in and take a look at how Bitcoin has been behaving, there hasn't been a single, this line was the all-time high, $74,000, and there isn't a single pullback here. I mean, Bitcoin didn't set a lower low at any point, maybe with the exception of this, and you're really, you're reaching a little bit if you're calling this a lower low, and that's been, since Bitcoin broke that all-time high, it's been, 6 days straight that we haven't even, pulled back. So, that's just how the market goes, when everybody wants a pullback, when everybody wants a lower entry, and that's why, sometimes strategies might have to change a little bit. Sammy, your stream should be required viewing before getting into the crypto space. Thanks for making us all rich. Dude, you're a fucking legend. That's one of the coolest comments I've ever gotten. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, compulsory viewing, I think a lot of people would be better off if they did watch the content on this channel, for sure. It's very sober. Yeah, it's very, very realistic. But I'll tell you what, Bill, not everybody's going to watch this channel. Not everybody's going to want to watch this channel, dude. Let's get real. I mean, this is a YouTube channel where I'm going to tell you straight to your face that, the market might crash, while you're balls deep. You don't want to hear that, So not everybody is going to be able to stomach what we talk about on this YouTube channel, and that's okay. I mean, that's why it's for you guys. It's not for them. So, yeah, good stuff there. Sammy, calming my nerves on these pullbacks. You're getting nervous on this pullback, bro? Really? This pullback, you're getting nervous? Don't be real. Are you? Don't. Tell me you're joking, bro. Seriously? I understand it. Some people will. Some people will be getting a little bit psyched out. Hey, man, I've been thinking about buying some Bitcoin soon. Should I wait for now? Oh, bro. Fucking hell. I don't know what to say to you, man. I don't know what to say to you. Still haven't bought your Bitcoin, bro? Still? I mean, I still think we're going up, but god damn it. I mean, you had a long time to buy Bitcoin, bro. Hey, bro, what are the relationships between Ethereum and Cardano? It's like lovebirds. I mean, on the whole, sometimes you're going to have anomalous price action like right now, but on the whole, you're going to see Ethereum go up, and then, some of that money is going to float into Cardano. That's typically what you see. I'm getting a couple of requests for Ethereum and Solana. We've already analyzed both of them, so just go ahead and rewind the live stream. I don't want to go over them again for people who've already kind of tuned in a little bit earlier. And of course, if you want to catch this content on time, super time sensitive, just make sure that you are subscribed. You get notified when we're going live and stuff like that. It's going to be really good. if you watch the price action all day, this pullback is nothing. Exactly, Matthew. That I think is a big point. I mean, you know, a lot of people, let's say, would have gone to sleep at 82K, and now they would have woken up at, you know, 87. I mean, you know, it's no big deal that we were trading at 89, you know, a couple of hours ago or whatever. I think it's, or like an hour ago. I think we're good, man. I think, you know, there's really nothing. But you know what, dude? You know, I am very, very glad that you are having your nerves calmed. I will say that, you know, I'm not going to be there for you all the time. And if you get nervous now, you will get nervous again later. And maybe next time I won't be there and you might make a mistake. So you're going to have to deal with that problem alone, bro. You're going to have to do something about that, because you can't be getting... Dude, if you're getting... This is what I'm saying, man. I was saying this at the beginning of the stream. Smash up the likes for this, ladies and gents, because this is the most important thing we're saying in the stream. Asia will start cooking soon. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Derek, I'm only up $700. Lol, I wish I invested earlier. I mean, dude, there's going to be a lot more upside here. There's going to be a lot more upside here, so I'm just not worried about it. But congrats, because $700 is still $700. Anything up is very, very good. But no, we were talking about this earlier on in the live stream, and I will repeat this because it's much more important than any singular coin analysis. And it is that, you know, if you are experiencing feelings of, you know, anxiety and nervousness or happiness or whatever the hell it is, then you've got some serious issues in this market. The easiest way to solve that problem is almost always just to take money out of the market. You take money out of the market, you're going to care less, right? I'm not saying all, but most or some. That's going to significantly, you know, lower the pressure that you feel. Obviously, it's going to lower how much money you make, but you know, you're probably going to hurt yourself if you can feel emotions like that, because you're just going to walk yourself into traps. I've seen it a million times. I've been that guy. So that's why, like, for me, when I see these kind of things, I call it out straight away. You know, if that means anything to you, then there you go. I'd say it's absolutely critical. It's so important, guys, at these kind of zones. You know, to just not have these kind of handicaps in the market. Those of you who are kind of looking to work through problems like that, or maybe you got more specific things, there is a very exclusive offer that I've been telling you guys a little bit about, where you can get yourself inside. You can reach out with this direct contact link here. It takes you straight to a chat with me. And this is, you know, I'm talking about a highly exclusive 12-week program, one-to-one with me. Where we have just absolutely blown shit up. I mean, I'm talking about, it's an expensive investment, but I'm talking about, you know, returns where people have, you know, prevented losses 50 times bigger than their investment into the program, and of course, you know, made a shit ton of money, especially in this kind of market that we're in right now. So very, very impressive stuff. Anyone that's interested in getting some info, you can reach out using this link in the description, and I'll give you all the information about that if you're interested. Super cool stuff. Very, very successful. You don't go broke taking profits, but also patience pays. Yeah, I mean, it's a game of both. It really is a game of both. Bitcoin's sitting right now at 87.8. So that is very, very exciting. And trades are trades, investments are investments. Don't get confused. Yeah, true also. But sometimes a trade turns into a longer term thing, doesn't it? Because that's what happened to my trades, right? I mean, I'm typically, you know, more of a short-term trader, but if a position is going to keep paying me, if I just keep it open, then I'm not going to close it. You know what I mean? Like it, and that's why, like, people ask me, like, what kind of trader are you, Sammy? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, wherever I'm going to make money, bro. You know, I'm not like boxed in as like a day trader or a swing or whatever. Like, dude, if there's money to be made, I'm trading that. You know, that's it. Like, I don't know why people get so caught up in all the bullshit and they like want to put labels on stuff, and you're like, nah, man. Like, I went long on Bitcoin. I didn't necessarily expect it to last as long as it's expected now, but it's kept on paying me. Am I gonna say no to money? What, just because I want to be a day trader, I want to trade short term, I should close that position? Hell no. Hell no. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. I'm keeping that shit open. If it's paying, I'm keeping it open. That's it. That's it. I mean, we've been consolidating for 7 months last year. Yeah, 7 months we had a consolidation zone last year, spreading between 25K and 30K right here. And I didn't close that position because I knew we were going up. We did it again over here. 7-8 months we were trading sideways or just slowly moving down, but I knew that the market cycle was still bullish. Why the hell am I going to get out of my long position? Right? It's that simple. I mean, you know, I want money. I don't want enjoyment. You know, like, I don't want to like see a nice closed trade P&L sheet and put it down on my journal as a big I don't care about that shit. I don't care about, you know, sharing a screenshot. Have you guys seen the prices of GT3 RS Porsches? Shit's expensive these days, man. We're out here to make money. We're not out here to make friends and have fun. Fuck that. Have the fun in a Porsche, you know. I don't want fun out of these markets. I want money out of these markets, and I want real life enjoyment with the money that makes me. That's the way I do this, and most people don't. Most people just don't. They think that they do, but when they're operating in their daily life, they just don't. Very dodgy pump. Can't see how there is not a dump of 7 to 8k. Yeah, Dave. I mean, you know, that would definitely make sense. I don't know why you're saying that this is dodgy though. I don't really think this is a dodgy pump. It's just aggressive. I mean, it's Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin does this. Bitcoin does this. But yeah, I mean, a 7, 8k drop. The beautiful thing about an $8,000 drop right now is that we're only going to be down at $80,000. It's crazy. We're going to be down to 80,000. These sentences don't make sense to me. I was on Twitter, and I had to post it. I had to go ahead and say, you know, right here, I was like, you know, I was, and by the way, those of you that are not following me on Twitter, look at this. This is Tesla stock. Tesla stock is now up by more than 50%, which I think, I don't know, is Bitcoin up by that much? I think Tesla stock is still beating Bitcoin to current price. Yeah, Tesla stock is still beating Bitcoin. That's crazy. That's crazy. From the point that I made my video on it right here to current price, Tesla's up by 75%. So you would have made more money in Tesla than Bitcoin. And I gave you guys 17 minutes of analysis on this with 9,000 viewers. You know, and this only went to Twitter. I told you guys it was going to Twitter. I posted it on Twitter, and then I told you guys about it afterwards when it was published. And only people on Twitter saw it. So if you want to get more exclusive analysis from me, stuff that I'm not posting on YouTube, because there are exclusive that are going up there, follow me with the top link in the description straight to my Twitter page, and you will be able to you know, get more kind of exclusive insights into analysis, stuff that I don't post here. It's going to keep happening because I like Twitter a hell of a lot more than I like YouTube, and I think you guys should too. When you start using it, you'll understand that. But here's the thing that's super interesting. Look at this bull market 2025 vibes, ladies and gents. Look at this house, man. Look at this house. Look at that. You got such a beautiful bit of architecture, beautiful pool. I mean, this is probably AI, but just spectacular. These are the vibes for bull market 2025, ladies and gents. We don't need more than this. We don't need more than this. And I got a question for you guys. Bitcoin, 87K. Now, obviously, we're a little bit higher. What are you doing if Bitcoin hits $100,000 this week? What are you doing, ladies and gents, if Bitcoin reaches $100,000 this week? I want to know right now in the live chat. Do you have a plan? Do you not have a plan? What is your plan if you have one? And smash up the likes as you are coming into this live stream, by the way, guys. Let's push this thing over 200. I don't have too much longer left on this live stream today. So I will be wrapping things up somewhat shortly, but I want to know, first of all, you know, what would you guys be doing if Bitcoin managed to hit $100,000? And the other big thing, and I just had to tweet this, I was like, you know, Bitcoin is about to hit $90,000, and I had to type that shit out to help me believe that statement. That's truly how I feel. I mean, that was just such a crazy thing to type out, to think that I was like, okay, I need to, you know, the idea that Bitcoin can drop by $8,000 and then still only be at 80K, which is a price level that we didn't even reach, you know, for Bitcoin's entire life, basically, until like today or yesterday. I think that's mega impressive. What are you guys saying? If Bitcoin hits 100K, what are we doing? So Dub's bestie is waiting for a 95K pullback, and then he's buying. DM is sleeping in a car because he holds XRP. That's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. You on, bro. You on. Iran is holding. All my stuff is long-term gains, low tax rates. Hang on. All my stuff in long-term gains, tax rates now. Let's fucking go. I think he's saying that he's going to just keep holding. Drain is going to go to work and play soccer as usual. I like that, dude. I like that. We got Nosh saying the same thing. He's just going to go to work. So I absolutely love that. X is the future, but by the way, can I do some quick analysis on Bitcoin? I mean, yeah, we've been looking at Bitcoin this entire live stream, but if we bring it back on right now, I mean, you know, there's really not a whole lot to say right now. We're just in a little bit of a pullback and recovering it. So, you know, we got a couple of levels that we need to beat. We've just punched in this high, so if we manage to get above this high, we're probably going to have a pretty easy run up to the all-time high at 89,600. Obviously, there are some kind of, you know, some tops right here, which could be a problem for Bitcoin, but I mean, you know, what else can we say as far as TA? I mean, there's just not a whole lot on this chart. Things will get bad for Bitcoin probably if we sweep this low, because this is also the low that we set a few hours ago. It's just so crazy how quickly this thing is going. And so I don't want to see Bitcoin losing this low, and I think that if Bitcoin does lose this low at 86.5, then it's probably going to crash by quite a bit. We're probably going to see a much more intense crash if Bitcoin loses this low right here. So we're going to be keeping an eye out for that, but the invalidation on the upside is going to be here at about 88.1. So let's see if Bitcoin can get there. Maybe it happens while we're still live, so we'll see. But Evelyn's going to vacation some more. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. In America, if you hold crypto for over a year, the tax goes from 30 to 40% down to 10%. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It's very, very interesting. By the way, there's some cool stuff that I can. Those of you that are interested in tax, I've gotten a lot of questions over the years about taxes for crypto. And I've actually got something for you guys now. So those of you that are kind of interested in specifically in the US in some taxation work, kind of structuring and legally paying as little as you can, I've got some cool things for you. I won't reveal too much, but if it is something that you're interested in, you can reach out, and I can definitely kind of point you to a couple of things that might be interesting for you. So let me know about that. But yeah, I am familiar with that. I've actually been studying a lot of it because it's something that I wanted to open up a little bit more because I get so many questions about it. So yeah, that's cool. I just started investing in Bitcoin. Any tips? I mean, it's a very loaded question. I don't know. I mean, I think just stay safe and really do your own research and learn everything. But I don't know beyond that. Who cares? The more you make, the more you pay. Just make more. I mean, yeah, but, if it's the difference between holding for 10 months and holding for 13 months, and then you get to keep another, 20, 30%, I think that's an easy decision. So I see where you're coming from, and I agree with you, but I think, if it's easy to limit that tax liability, then it kind of has to be done. I have a question. It's my first day in crypto. Wow. Well, welcome. I have seen your name before, so I don't really know if it is your first day in crypto, because I remember you commenting on these streams before. Maybe you were sidelined. When you buy anything, can you lose more than you put in, or however much you put in is the only money you could lose? Yeah. So I mean, if you bought $100 worth of Bitcoin and Bitcoin went to zero, then you would lose $100. If you wouldn't lose more than what you put in. I mean, I don't know exactly what kind of context you're talking about, but yeah, broadly that's how it works. That's how it works. Spooky. I'm watching a lot of videos right now. Yeah, you gotta watch a lot of videos. You gotta really kind of educate yourself. Sammy, you thought about opening a small business in Dubai? Yeah, I have. I've had a few ideas. I never actually ended up doing it, but I've definitely thought about it. Guys, we're so close to 200 likes. We're so close. Just 20 away. We got 500 viewers in the house, and we're so close to 200. So pump them up, ladies and gents, if you're enjoying this stream so far. Today's my first day. Today's the first day I've seen retail in chat. Well, I mean, we're all retail, aren't we? But yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. You're saying more, new blood in the market. Yeah, we're gonna see a little bit more of that. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna really explode. What we're seeing right now. I mean, you guys that are brand new to the game. I mean, you're very, I think you're still quite early. It's gonna be good. How large would the correction be? I mean, our support is quite far now. Which is really good. Let's take another look at this. I'm looking at this pretty much every time Bitcoin sets a new high. Down to its previous all-time high, that's going to be a 17% pump. Down to its first zone of support, that's a 20% drop. And then down to its big zone of support is a 25% drop. So very, 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 very nice things. Very, very nice things here on this chart. It would be a nice sizable bull. Because the reason I'm saying that this is nice, a lot of people think I'm just like fudding or whatever, which is ridiculous. But the reason I really like this kind of thing that's taking place in the market right now is, if Bitcoin, starts dropping and it has an extreme, quick, intense pullback, then actually that's going to scare a lot of people, right? And if it scares a lot of people, it's going to wash out a lot of weak hands. It's going to move money from the impatient to the patient, yada, yada. You guys heard the deal. And the reason that that's a big deal, in my opinion, is because if we're seeing people get scared of a drop, in my experience of being in crypto for over 7 years, and trust me, that's a long time to be in crypto. I got gray hairs to prove it, and I'm 23 years old. In my experience, because of that, you know, when people really start to get scared inside of bull markets, but you only fall down to a level of support, that's like the best way to guarantee that you're going to go back up, right? I mean, there are no guarantees, but it's the best way to really increase the probability in my head that we're going to keep going up, is if people are really deathly scared of the market, but we're only falling down to, you know, normal support levels. That's kind of that's my take here. So I'm definitely interested in seeing how that could go for the market. What do I recommend to type in the internet to start learning how to trade Bitcoin? I don't know. Moving back up. Yeah, we are catching a little bit of ground right now. Yeah, we've just swept that high, actually. So this could be where things get very, very interesting. Did I sponsor an F1 car yet? No, I haven't. We're not quite at that level yet, ladies and gents. What's my take on Cardano? I think it's looking good. But ladies and gents, I am actually going to have to get going now. So, unfortunately, this one's a little bit of a quicker stream. We've only been live for about an hour. But if we see more market moves, I'm definitely going to be back. Let's keep it locked on Bitcoin just for a second. We're sitting at 88.2. Shout out to Evan from Taiwan. What's up, man? What's up, Evan? Yeah, I'm gonna have to run for this live stream. If you have enjoyed it, if you have appreciated it, do me a favor and smash up those likes. I see that we've gotten a couple of inquiries for our super exclusive package here that I've been speaking to you guys about, that 12-week program working directly with me. If you want some more information on it, it is expensive, but if you want some more information on it, feel free to reach out using this link in the description. And if you're looking for a place to trade, Bybit, Blowfin, best places to be. Tons and tons and tons of cash that they're going to give you when you start trading using these links, and that is money that you can withdraw, right? I mean, I'm sorry, the profits you make with that money is money that you can withdraw. So really, really cool stuff. If they give you $1,000 for free and you double it somehow, or you triple it, or whatever the deal is, you can withdraw that. So that's super cool. Check it out if you're not from a restricted region. But yeah, really good stuff. I'm going to be back here, ladies and gents, in an hour, 2 hours, whatever, if the market's moving. Don't worry about it. I'm here. We work around the clock. There's no deal here. There's no concern here. Oh, and if you haven't already, please make sure to watch the altcoin videos. I put a lot of effort into them, and they're really, really good videos. They're really good videos. You're going to really like them. This is the altcoins are fucked video that I made, and I was basically giving you an overview, and this is the first in the series. So far I've done Ethereum, XRP, Binance, Solana, Doge, and I'm going to be doing more as the days go on. I've publicly released the Ethereum video, but all of the other videos are still private, and the only way to watch them is by clicking on this and then going to the playlist in the description. That's the only way to watch them, and if you're invested in altcoins, regardless of if it's those top 5 that I mentioned or not, this video touches on all of them. So go ahead and watch that as we're wrapping up this stream, because it's a really important video. Huge engagement on that video, by the way. A lot of people loved it, so if you haven't already seen it, you're probably going to like it. And then you can watch the rest of them too. You can just sit back, go for a walk, whatever you like. But ladies and gents, I'm out. Take it easy, and I'll see you all in the very next live stream very, very